Okay, lots of people have asked me to do a video on fractions. Please do not worry if you're finding this tricky at home. It is one of the trickiest maths concepts to grasp, and as a teacher, one of the trickiest things to teach. Okay, so please do not worry. I'm going to start by going over what a fraction is, and then we're going to move on to equivalent fractions. Okay, when I start this lesson with my class, I usually use an apple, okay, an apple to represent a whole object. I don't have an apple, so I'm going to use a potato. Okay, so this is my potato. This is my whole object. And if we look at the definition of a fraction is part of a whole, okay? So a fraction is going to be part of this potato in this sense. So I'm now going to cut my potato into two parts, two equal parts, okay? It's really important that you cut them into equal parts. I'm now going to demonstrate to you what fraction of the potato I have in my hand, okay? So it's cut into two equal parts. So to understand what fraction I have, you need to understand two words, okay? A numerator and the denominator. And these are the two words that explain the top number of a fraction and the bottom number of a fraction, okay? The denominator is how many equal parts the whole object is split into, okay? So if we go back to our potato, we know it is split into two equal parts, okay? So in this case, the denominator is 2. And my question was, what fraction of the potato do I have here, okay? And the numerator is how many equal parts do you have? Well, I only have one part. So this piece of potato here is 1/2 of the potato, okay? Because it is split into two equal parts and I have one of them. Okay, I'm going to cut my potato again into equal parts. Okay, it is now cut, as you can see, into 4 equal parts. Okay, and my question is, what fraction of the potato do I have now? So let's go back to the word denominator. That's how many equal parts the whole is split into. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've cut my potato into 4 equal parts. So the denominator will change. And again, I asked you what fraction of the potatoes do I have here? I have 1 piece, so the numerator stays the same. I now have 1/4 of the potato. Okay, what about if I picked up 2 pieces of a potato? So the denominator doesn't change because I haven't cut the potato into any more equal parts. It is still separated into 4 equal parts. However, I now have 2 parts of the potato. Okay, so the numerator is now 2. Okay, so here I have 2/4 of my potato. Okay, right, let's move on to equivalent fractions. So, if we look at the definition of an equivalent fraction, okay, an equivalent fraction are fractions which look different but have the same value, so they are the same size. So if we look at these examples here, we've got a bar here split into 3 equal parts and one of them is shaded blue. So here, 1/3 of the bar is blue. If we look at the one underneath, the whole is split into 6 equal parts and 2 of them are shaded blue. And can you see that 1/3 is the same size, has the same value as 2/6? And again, this bar is split into 12 equal parts and 4 of them are shaded blue. However, whilst the numbers are different, okay, and they look different, they're cut into different amounts, their values are the same, they're the same amount. So for example, if you had a pizza and you had 1/3 of the pizza or 2/6 of the pizza, you would still have the same amount of pizza, it would just look a bit different. You'd have it sliced into one bigger slice and 2 slightly smaller slices. Okay, so if we go back to our potatoes, we can see that 1/2 of the potato is equivalent to 2/4, okay? They look different, 1/2, so if we write that down, 1/2 of our potato is equivalent to, so we'd show that with an equal sign to show that it's equal to 2/4 of the potato. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can make a fraction wall using this information, and then from your fraction wall you can find lots of different equivalent fractions. Okay, so you're going to start with a strip, and this strip is your whole. Okay, one whole. Okay, so I'm going to move my plant out of the way, and I'm going to stick the top part of my fraction wall. Okay, so this bar here represents one whole. Okay, this is my whole. This time I'm going to fold it in half, okay, into 2 equal parts, just like so, and I'm going to draw down the line. Then I need to write in each side what fraction this part represents. Okay, so we know that we've split our whole into 2 equal parts, so the denominator, the bottom number, is 2, and each one of these represent 1/2. Okay, so we can already see that 2 halves are equivalent to 1 whole. They are the same size. Okay, I'm going to do this in rainbow order. So I've got my next strip. So these ones are quite tricky to fold into thirds. You could always use a ruler and divide it by 3. Okay, so I've split this one into 3 equal parts. So again, I'm going to draw down the lines. Oh, it's a little bit wobbly on that one. Okay, and I've got 3 equal parts. So the denominator is 3, and each part represents 1/3. Okay, so beginning of my fractions wall. So my next one, so I've separated 1, 2 equal parts, 3 equal parts. So this piece is going to be split into 4 equal parts. Okay, fold it in half and then in half again. Okay, and we know the denominator of each of these parts is 4, because it's split into 4 equal parts, and the numerator is 1. Okay, I'm going to add this to my fraction wall. Okay, once you've made your fraction wall, you can then have a go at trying to find some equivalent fractions. So I'm going to start by seeing if I can find a fraction which is equivalent to, which is the same size as 1/2. Okay, so let's look down our wall. There we go. 2/4 are the same size, are equivalent to 1/2. Okay, let's see if there's any more that are the same size. So we'll keep going down. There's another one. 1, 2, 3. 3/6 are also equivalent to 2/4 and 1/2. So if we go back to that potato, 1/2 of the potato is the same amount as 3/6 of the potato. Okay, let's try and find another one. So let's go this time for, let's go here. Let's try and find something that is equivalent to 3/4. Let's see if we can find. So have a look down your fraction wall. Okay, find your 3/4. See if there's anything that's the same size. And so there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/8 are equivalent to, are the same size as 3/4. And another way you can find equivalent fractions are by multiplying the numerator and the denominator, or dividing by the same number. Okay, so for example, here we've timed our numerator, we've multiplied it by 2, so we've done the same with our denominator. Okay, and we could do this again. We could multiply them again by 2. So 6 times 2 is 12, that would be the new numerator, and 8 times 2 is 16. So 3/4 is equivalent to 6/8, which is also equivalent to 12/16. Okay, so I hope that has been helpful for you. Okay, and go and make your own fraction wall and see how many different equivalent fractions you can find. Good luck. Bye bye.